What?
Hey, life group leaders. Hey, so we are entering into the final week of the group study and the field guides. So make sure you have a plan on what to do next. For groups that are primarily sermon-based groups, I want to encourage you to use the week following Commitment Weekend for either a serve experience, a prayer experience, or a celebration time. You either celebrate what God's doing in your group or find a way to pray about where God's taking the church and taking your group with it, or find a way to serve out into the community for that week. Following that, there's going to be, I want to let you know about the upcoming sermon series. I know some of you have been asking about that. The first one following Uncharted is going to be a 3-week sermon series called Defense. This is going to be an apologetic series. So it's going to go pretty deep. And then the 3 weeks following that, which will lead up to Easter, are Love God, Love People, Share Jesus. I know you've heard that one before. So we're going to be spending a week on each of those. And then we'll be up into Easter at that point. So you can use that as you're figuring out, hey, do we want to do sermon based after this? Is there a certain curriculum we want to do? I want to thank all the group leaders that have been reaching out to me. Hey, also, if you guys could send me updated information for all the groups. Some groups are completely new. And we're so glad you guys formed together for Uncharted, and we want to continue to minister to you and continue to take care of you as we move past this sermon series. So if you guys could send me your update information, let me know who the leader is, let me know where you guys are meeting, who's in your group. Some of your groups have changed some of those things. So I'm actually asking all the groups to send me your updated information. Even if you're just forwarding an email you've already sent before and said, hey, it's just the same. That way we just know that we're covering all the groups and that we have the information needed so that we can minister to you. We had a question come up. Are the rocks still available? We have people in our group who missed this past week. Yes. Rocks will still be available for people in your group to be able to sign so they don't miss out on that memorial side of things that happened this past weekend. This coming up Tuesday, so on February 26th, Brian is going to be on Uncharted Live. For those of you who haven't seen Uncharted Live yet, it's a Facebook Live group that we're doing where we're covering material from the field guide. We're also going to be doing a Q&A with Brian on anything Uncharted. It's all up to ask. So send in your questions, and then we'll see which questions we have time to fill. But even if we don't have time to answer them on air, then we're still going to answer them via email. So any questions that are coming up in your group, any questions you have, send them in. We'll get you answers to that. And then just, hey, with Uncharted ending, make sure that your group has a plan. For people in your group who have not been through Rooted yet, encourage them to go through Rooted. Now, it's not one of those they have to go through Rooted or leave the group, but encourage them to get into Rooted, though. It's a life-changing experience. Looks about all I have. Oh, the prayer wall. Oh, for those of you who have not signed up for a prayer wall yet, for those of you who have, thank you. For those of you who haven't, sign up for a prayer wall. Encourage your group members to sign up for a prayer wall. Even though it starts Monday, they can still sign up until the time before. So if they sign up for next Saturday, they can sign up on Friday. And try to find hours that don't have anyone else signed up for. We have several hours that doesn't have any prayer champion that stepped up and said, hey, I will take ownership of this hour. And so if you guys can find hours that no one has signed up for yet and say, hey, I'll be intentionally praying for this hour for Compass, where it's leading. You'll get an email with a bunch of prayer prompts. So we'll supply you with everything you need. Basically just looking for those prayer warriors with the hearts to dedicate one intentional hour towards what God is doing here, because we need to make sure that we're following Him in everything that we're doing. All right, thanks for your time, leaders. God bless.